Welcome to the very first edition of Morton College Panthers Den. Today we have a history-making moment. We have the very first members of the Morton College women's wrestling team. We have Evelyn Simon and Maria Diaz joining us this afternoon. So, ladies, welcome to the Den.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wanted to ask you first and foremost, how did you get into wrestling?
Honestly, it just started off I would see all the guys going to wrestling practice, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I would love to do that. And then I finally got the courage to do it my 8th grade year. And then I would wrestle with a bunch of guys, and it just sparked a huge interest in me.
For me, I used to do Taekwondo when I was back in Colombia, and when I moved here, I wanted to do some type of contact sport still, and I found wrestling at my high school, so yeah.
And there are some similarities between the two. You wrestled at Hoffman Estates High School,
yes.
And you were at Oak Park and River Forest High School. What are some of your proudest moments wrestling for those programs?
I think qualifying and going to state, I think that was the biggest accomplishment, because it took a lot of work, and when I got there it was just game time. But I didn't get the results I wanted, but top 8 was I felt really good about that.
For me, well, I tried to go to state, but I didn't make it. But after that year, I ended up going to Fargo to compete over there, and it was a really good experience. I really liked it.
And why did you decide to come to Morton College and be the inaugural members of the women's wrestling program?
Honestly, it was really unexpected. My coach told me a coach was looking for me, and I was like, oh, okay. I checked out the facility. I really liked the way it looked, and I liked what Coach Bud said. So then, I don't know, I came, and then, now we're here.
I think I wasn't really sure about what I was gonna do, after high school, but Coach Bud texted me, and I met him at Beat the Streets when I was over there over the summer, and I came in a visit too. I really liked what he was telling me about the team, and I really wanted to wrestle in college. So he offered me a scholarship too, so it was a really great opportunity for me.
Maria, tell us, how's the season been going so far for you?
It's been a learning experience. I think it's my first year in college. I'm still learning a lot, and it's my first year doing freestyle too. So I'm still learning a lot from my matches, practice, film, and everything that we do. So it's been a season of learning a lot.
And Evelyn?
I'd say the same. It's definitely a learning experience, just because I came into it not really being sure what I was getting into, and it's I'm trying to learn the mindset again, because it's you think that you're gonna end a season, and then you jump back into it, and it's oh whoa, you gotta get your head right when you're wrestling. It's just a different type of sport.
So you mentioned that you wrestle freestyle here at college. Maria, could you tell us some of the main differences between what you do here in college called freestyle wrestling versus what you did in high school, which is called folk style wrestling?
In freestyle, most of the action happens on neutral, so on your feet, and the scores are different. You can score 2 points, or you can score 4 points if you take them down feet to back. When you're on the mat, it's more about turns, and the person that's on bottom is not trying to escape, is trying not to get turned, and there's no overtime.
So ladies, I wanted to get your thoughts on what it's like actually being the inaugural members of the women's wrestling program.
Well, we're definitely building a foundation, and we have to be the first ones to show the ropes and really set the example that the other girls that we're going to be recruiting and possible new teammates that are coming in, because it's a lot to take in. When you first come in, it's whoa, but then you really have to
we need to show them how it's done. We need to be leaders for them.
Yeah.
What would you like to see this program become in, say, the next 3 or 4 years?
I feel it'd be amazing to see a full lineup. That'd be the best news ever, because then it wouldn't be so different as just opposed to us just wrestling. It'd be a really big team, and when you have a team it's like a really nice community because you're supporting each other and you're like building with each other. Like you can get better with like other people's inputs and like other people's styles of wrestling.
Yeah, we both come from really big high school teams, so it's a little bit weird not having that full team, and it would be really nice to see that be a thing here.
When this program grows in those 3 or 4 years that we talked about, are you going to come back and wipe the mats with them?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, like you're gonna have to show them like what's up. Like without a doubt, it's gonna have to happen. It'll be fun too. Just play around with them a little bit. It'll be really funny.
Coming up, you have February 4th. You're at Grandview College out in Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah. That's going to be one of your last events of the year. What are you looking for specifically to get out of that event?
I want to do on the mat what I've been working on the last couple months and what I've been learning, watching film and working with coach. I want to like put that out there and do that out there.
I like to be like, I just want to be really aggressive and like, especially like learning the new things that we've learned, like with the turns and all different types of like setups. Like I definitely want to show that and like show that I am capable of more than what was in previous matches, because it just needs to be like, I need to hit them like a truck, honestly. Like that's the goal.
Ladies, thank you for taking the time to join us here on the Panthers Den. Buena suerte with the rest of the season. And coming up next, we're going to have from the men's side, Victor Vargas. He's been wrestling heavyweight all year, but he's going to be dropping down to the 197-pound weight class for the upcoming Region 4 dual tournament. So ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back. We've just interviewed the ladies. Now it's time for the men's turn. We have Victor Vargas. He's been wrestling heavyweight all year for Morton College, but for this coming weekend, he's going to be dropping down to the 197-pound weight class in preparation for the Region 4 dual team tournament. Victor Vargas, welcome to the Panthers Den.
Thanks for having me.
So I'd like to talk to you about how the season's been going so far.
I mean, so far it's been going pretty good. I mean, we've had guys in all types of situations. Some guys injured, some guys doing really good, some guys not as well. But I mean, we're all working towards the same goal of getting down to the national tournament and hopefully placing.
So Victor, you've been having a fairly decent season. You finished second at the Henry Ford tournament, and then over at Triton College, you took a 6th place finish out of the Art Craft Classic. How would you rate your season so far?
I would like to say above average. I mean, I've had pretty tough competition here and there, especially wrestling every type of division, not just JUCO. I've seen some D2 guys, some D3 guys, so it's all different. Being heavyweight and not being the heaviest kid in the tournament makes it a little difficult when some kids might be 40 to even 50 pounds heavier than you. But overall, I feel like I've been holding my own, doing the best I can.
So yeah, heavyweight in junior college is 285 pounds. What is your actual weight?
Currently, I would say probably like 217.
You're giving up quite a few pounds to a lot of your opponents. That's quite impressive that you've been able to finish like you have. How has it been wrestling at the junior college level compared to high school? You wrestled at Fenton and IC Catholic Prep before that. So what are the differences?
Well, to begin with, I started wrestling my freshman year, so I don't want to say fairly new, but I am still kind of new to the sport. I mean, in high school, I was learning everything from the basics of a single leg, a double leg, even taking the shot. So I was learning a lot every year. And now that I'm in college and have a few years of experience, I'm definitely doing a lot better than I would have been doing in high school. I was losing matches to kids that knew better technique than me, that were stronger than me. I just didn't know how to handle it. But now in college, I have a lot more experience. I'm competing with all these guys. I feel a lot more comfortable and stronger.
Victor, why did you choose Morton College to wrestle?
I have history with Coach Butts. I've known him since high school. He's the one that helped me out the most throughout high school and the off season. We spent a lot of time together during the off season in open tournaments, so that only helped me get better and when he brought up the opportunity to come down here, some schooling, and took the opportunity.
What would you say, both high school and here at Morton College, what would you say some of your proudest moments are?
I would have to say my junior year, I placed 6th in the state tournament. That's like a really big deal for me because, like I said, I started freshman year. So being able to say that with only 3 years of experience, I was able to get down to the tournament and get a medal down there. It's a really big deal for me. Morton College, I just like that I'm able to compete with other college students compared to high school, where in high school you get to see a lot of people that you either get a really good guy or a really below average guy. And in college, you get to see everyone is good. Like there's no easy matches in college. You have to work your butt off in every position.
What are some goals that you have for the upcoming Region 4 tournament coming up this Saturday?
I believe it's probably the same goal everybody has. Everybody wants to win. I don't want to lose any matches. I want to do the best possible, go on to the district tournament, get first, and then head down to nationals and hopefully place.
You're going to have 4 matches in one day. Is that something that's pretty common, or is that pretty unique to the college season?
I mean, this season, I'd say it's something that happens often because we've been to a lot of tournaments, and obviously since I've been winning a lot of matches, I get to have more and more competition, so I'm comfortable with the situation.
Victor Vargas, thank you so much for joining us on the Panthers Den. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the community in regards to this coming weekend?
Yeah, this Saturday we're going to be hosting the Region 4 duels. It'd be awesome if everybody could come out to support us. We plan on doing some damage this weekend and doing the best possible and hopefully win a few matches down there.
And the Region 4 duels will start this Saturday, so come on by. It'll be a full day of wrestling and very exciting stuff. If you'd like to see more about Morton College wrestling, both men's and women's, and thank you to the women for joining us before, by the way, you can stop by www.gomcpanthers.com. For the Panthers Den, this is Simon Steiner. Thanks for joining us.